Hey guys, this is Intuitive Anthony doing another YouTube video. Memorial Day still. Uh, Took me a little nap because it's been really cloudy here, and you know how when it rains you get your best sleep. Well, it's been kind of mucky, and my beard's a little all over the place, so forgive me, guys. Um, okay, I just recently did a video where Joe Biden made some comments that if we don't vote for him in the next political election between him and Trump, then we ain't black. The racist undertones and the arrogance that came from this statement has reached BET's co-founder, and he slams him for arrogant Biden for the "you ain't black" comment. I want you to get the story, guys. Comment that I have to make. I have to make this, and I hope this doesn't upset anybody, but to my African American and minority people, this BET co-founder, I smell a rat. He is a coon. They Fox News and the Republicans are using a black face to try to push their point of view to black people. Even if you look at this man, you would expect him to be wearing white gloves on an elevator at the Ritz. He has completely made all his decisions in opposition of his own people, but in turn trying to speak for us, which is what Oprah Winfrey did, which is what Kamala Harris did. But everything, decisions that they made went against their own people. Do not be fooled by this. This is nothing but propaganda 101. I mean, his point of view may be valid because we all feel the same thing, but he's trying to do it and skew the narrative towards the Republicans. And as we both know, neither side is helping us at all. So do not be fooled. There is a rat in the house. Former Vice President Joe Biden may have apologized for his "you ain't black" comment during a botched interview with Charlemagne the God, but BET co-founder and pal of President Donald Trump, Robert Johnson, is slamming Biden, calling him arrogant for his remarks. Okay, now the co-founder of BET is a pal of President Donald Trump. He would be the last person I would expect to say anything about anything dealing with race. Because first of all, I don't know what the situation was between him as a co-founder, Robert Johnson, and the president of BET. But all I know is that BET was sold to a white company, which is why black people are not supporting BET anymore. Because now instead of us making things for us, it's going to be people trying to sell us their idea and views of us, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? And then the fact that you are friends and pals with Donald Trump means that your opinion about racial issues is a moot point, which means that you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Apparently, you have made enough money where no longer are you black. You consider yourself a person. So you've lost your identity. For one, for selling for a black business to a white company to in turn and find a way to market and sell us as and use us as cash cows. One. Then you're friends with the most racist president. Well, when I can't say the most racist president because honey, there have been far more. George Washington was probably the worst. Hell, you know what I mean? So that tree goes back, those branches go back way back. So your opinion about race and race relations is suspect at best. But this goes to the point that I was making in the previous video, which is why I'm doing this story. Vice President Biden's statement today represents the arrogant and out-of-touch attitude of paternalistic, which is another one of those feminist words, white candidate who has the audacity to tell black people and the descendants of slaves that they are not black unless they vote for him. Johnson said, he told Fox News on Friday. First of all, screw Fox News, because everything out of there is a lie. So the fact that you went to Fox News as a forum kind of lets me know where you stand at. You can say all the right things by telling descendants of black slaves that if we don't vote for him, but you're using the right-wing agenda. And to be truthful, neither side has our interest at heart. And you don't either, because you sold your black business to a white company. Then in turn you're friends and pals and buddies with the most racist man in America, which means that y'all have bonded over money, not over what's right or wrong. And you usually, when you attain a lot of money, right and wrong and morality goes out the window. So this is what I'm gathering, and I'm reading this article along with you at the same time. So this lets you know exactly where my head is and how I think. So you already in love with money. Not, morality has nothing to do with it. Okay, you're saying the right things about the descendants of slaves, but the fact of it is that you went to Fox, the most racist champ network. Then you're hanging out with the most racist president, but trying to give us opinions on black issues when the company that you created for black people was sold to white people, which means that you're standing in front of us pretending to be our friend, but all the decisions you have made have been to hurt your own people instead of help them. This is what I'm seeing. I'll continue on. He continued, this proves unequivocally that the Democratic nominee believes that black people owe him their vote without question, even though we as black people know it is exactly the opposite. That's exactly what I said in the last video, guys. And if you don't believe me, please go check out that video. I made it earlier today. It speaks volumes and it says the exact same thing I'm saying. And I'm not swayed by him being co-founder of BET because I know the history of that as well. I do my research. Um, he should spend the rest of his campaign apologizing to every black person he meets. Biden faced backlash after telling the Breakfast Club host that he ain't black if he choose not to vote for him over Trump come November. So the co-founder of BET is getting involved. But everything I've said has been true. The Republicans nor the Democrats, neither one of them deserve our vote. Neither one of them do. Let Trump back in. Who cares? He's going to be the destruction of the place. He's going to be the destruction of America. We all know this. We all know this to be true, because the agenda and the powers that be want certain things to happen, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it one way or the other. But what better way than to put somebody up on the podium that is a complete distraction to keep you occupied with that while they make moves and make decisions behind the scenes that are going to dictate whether or not you live or die. That's exactly what's going on. It's the bait and switch. It's always been the same way throughout history. There's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. The names may change, the places may change, but the deception and the manipulation is still the same. It's always going to be the same. But co-founder made this comment. The co-founder of BET made this comment. This is the same comment I made about this story when I heard it earlier today. This is a new article I'm reading for the first time, but my points and his points go hand in hand. Although you know me, I'm not no friend of Donald Trump. Don't like him, don't care for him. Don't care for him. Awful human being. But the fact of it is that even though we got this mouthpiece claiming to be for black people who have made all his decisions against black people, he's kind of saying the same thing I am, only I'm doing it from a looking out for my people best interest. I don't know what he's doing it for. He's doing it to help his pal Donald Trump. Screw Trump, screw him, but the point still remains what Joe Biden did was incorrect. It was incorrect. But this has been Intuitive Anthony. Guys, make sure you hit that notification bell because I'm coming out with more content all the time. And I want you guys to be right along for the ride. I just thought that this story was just too juicy to pass up because, like, you have a lot of people who speak on behalf of black people because of something they've done in the past that gives them a little bit of credibility, like Oprah with The Color Purple. She milked that for all it was worth. In every movie she did after that, she was playing a slave or a mammy or some shit like that. She was playing a slave or a mammy. So this BET co-founder, because you created BET back in yesteryear, you supposed to stand up and speak for black people, but in turn you sold your business to a white person. Now you're on Fox News, a white channel with racist ideals, while being friends with one of the most racist presidents that we've had in a long time, Donald J. Trump. So you're black speaking up for black people, but you're in the pockets of white people. You can't have it both ways. You can't talk out of both sides of your neck. So be mindful of that, people. But the point still remains, Joe Biden was out of line. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Remember to hit like and subscribe, guys, because I'm coming out with more content like a bullet. So Until we talk again, guys, this has been Intuitive Anthony, and peace